Hey everybody, my name's Mike. I'm an apprentice at the Maine Permanent Skills School. I was an apprentice here in 2010 and now again in 2011. If you're thinking about doing an apprenticeship here, I'm going to give you some things to consider. I know there's a lot of other good schools out there on the landscape, but I feel like Maine Permanent Skills School has a couple advantages. It seems like there's a couple different ways of thinking about these skills, about the primitive skills and the survival skills. There's these really hard kind of raw survival skills of, building a debris hut and going out there with a big machete and Rambo style and kind of conquering the wilderness and all the power and self-confidence that comes along with that. And that's kind of cool, but then there's this also way of thinking where the kind of naturalist way of thinking, kind of John Young Wilderness Awareness School compared to the original survivalist hard skills way of thinking with Tom Brown and the Tracker School and stuff like that. And I feel like what the Maine Primitive Skills School has done over the past 20 years or so is kind of fuse those two minds together and created this whole brain. So what you're getting out of an apprenticeship here is both of those things. You're going to get a whole bunch of the stuff that you would get at a wilderness awareness school. You're going to get all the hard skills and tracking and stuff like that you're going to get at the Tracker School. And you're not going to get to hang out with Tom Brown, so nothing can replace that. But you're going to get to hang out with some cool people. Being an apprentice at the Maine Primitive Skills School plugs you into a community. I think that's really what puts us apart from some of the other schools out there, is that the minute you step in and sign up as an apprentice, you are part of a community of people who pretty much care about you and care about where you're going and where your growth is, and people who are watching you in a loving way and can see, okay, this person is really interested in fire making. Okay, who are some of the people in our community who are also really good at fire making? And the director and the other folks, the head instructors, will go around and they'll look for stuff like that. And then they'll say to you, oh, you're really interested in fire making. Nick's, he's a really good fire maker. He's been doing it for years, and he's got all the bow drill and the hand drill and the fire drill and the fire plow, and he's got it all down. Why don't you go talk to him? And then connections like that are made. When you plug into a community like this, there are always experts around every corner. If you're interested in bow making, there's somebody who has been making bows for years and years and selling bows and teaching how to make bows and ash baskets. And not one person can be an expert in everything, but with the community here, it's like there's always stuff to learn at an expert level all the time. It really doesn't matter what you're interested in, and your interests will probably bounce back and forth and they'll flow, and you can get it all here. It's really nice to be part of a community like this. As an apprentice here, you're gonna get out of it what you put into it, and that's really the truth. It all depends on what you want to get out of it and what your interests are. The structure of the apprenticeship is really kind of open and free-flowing. There doesn't seem to be any instruction manual on how the apprenticeship is run. It's run mostly by the school director. His name is Mike. He's a pretty crazy guy. He's a lot of fun to be around. And he's been doing this stuff for so long. He's an old Tracker School student who spent 15 years going to Tracker School classes and volunteering for them, and then traveling the landscape and checking out the other schools that are available and attending them, and kind of spent the last 20 years making this school what it is and building the community around it. I see people come through here, and you will as an apprentice too, every single week, who are just fired up to learn these skills, to learn more, to come back to another class. The skills here run deep with the community. If somebody's going through a hard time, there's always somebody in the community there to help you. Whether it's the hard skills or the soft skills or just somebody to talk to, there's always somebody there. Being an apprentice at the Maine Permanent Skills School, you're not just an apprentice, you're a community member, and that's what you become. And I came on last year as an apprentice, and I decided to move in at the garage. I was asked to move in and live here full time, and it's because of this community that I'm deciding to settle down and live around here. You know, I don't know what other school can provide something like that. It's been an amazing experience, and I don't ever want my apprenticeship to stop. Um, it's, you know, technically ending soon, but I don't think it ever will, because I'll just always be hanging around this community and the people here and the people coming in, you know, helping them as you build on to your apprenticeship, you know, as the seasons go by and as you've taken a bunch of classes, you know, you may be plugged in to start teaching the skills. And that's what happened to me, and now I run programs, and I'm the homeschool director, and I'm being plugged into different things that are helping my own growth. It's giving me income teaching these skills. The possibilities are endless when you sign on with an apprenticeship with us. I would consider doing it. I know that my experience has changed my life and been really worthwhile. So best of luck out there deciding what school you want to go to. I would recommend the Maine Primitive Skills School.